Well, it's been a fantastic performance. Great effort from everybody. Everything that went, could have gone wrong for us in the second half of the season in terms of injuries and sickness. I mean, today we had just 11 outfield players, Hugo Engstrom missing and Kelly Berner this morning was taken sick. So, incredible effort. We conceded 2 late goals today, which, put a little dampener on the scoreline. But listen, our job was done. We came and give a good account of ourselves, and we stayed in the game for a long period. And but looking back at the season, I mean, there's some incredible highlights, and I'm told that if Brummerpoy can beat PTO tomorrow, then we're the best placed newcomer in the history of Ettan. I don't know whether that's true or not, but somebody has told me that. So of course, it's monumental in terms of what we've done in terms of winning the second division and having some very, very special days this year. I think we've won the fifth or sixth most games in the league, and we just didn't draw enough in the first half of the season, which would have given us a little bit of a little bit of impetus, few extra points. And of course, we lost one of the best 3 strikers in the league for 13 games. I think they're the best team in the league, and that's not because they beat us today. I just think that, having watched them so many times, they've got such talent in every position. I mean, when you look at the 3 centre-backs, you look at the wing-backs, you look at the 3 central midfield players who are all extremely technical and very clever, and then of course the 2 strikers are a huge threat to you, both in behind and into feet, and they're very, they've got players that have come out of high levels of football. They're recruiting from a high level, and they're able to do that. So they were the best team in the league, I thought. And at the end of the season, after 30 games, you finish probably where you should finish. Some huge performances, some huge development from players that didn't play that much in the second division. And players that spring to mind: Halid Zekovic, Anton Helborg, Alexander Carlson has just had the best season that he's ever had in his career. And I thought again today he was absolutely outstanding. And many others who've done well. We've got kids in the team: Fabian, Hugo, 20-year-olds from Vänersborg who you think can play at the level, but you never really know until they get there. Monumental seasons, and good today that we saw Anton, the young boy, come and play with us and did not look out of place. Eric Aronson, I genuinely think that Eric Aronson's got a big future. I think he's a late developer. We need to stay with him because I think that he could be a player for us. He's come on and done well today, and I kick myself sometimes and think, could I have done that on a few more occasions? But I felt that just the balance that we had with the strikers was working, and it was very difficult to break that up. Huge forward steps from players, and good development, and players that have played the best football of their lives this year in the 3rd highest grade of elite football in Sweden. So it's amazing, really, it is. I thought that after the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we got to grips with it much better. We were a lot tighter in midfield. Interesting to just to see Milos playing there today, just to get an idea of different things. Lakasso Hussein has done very well this season again. He gives everything for the team. Always prepared to cover for people, always prepared to run for people. So there's huge positives, and we finished in front of many teams that have been in this league for many years. Everybody's opinion was that when we lost Angel Ramadani that we would struggle desperately, but we put 10 games together where we only got beat twice, and that was incredible for the players to step up like that, because of course when you lose a player like that, it affects you on the field, but it can affect you psychologically as well, because he means so much to us. So huge. Nobody can convince me that if we'd have had Angel for 10 more games that we wouldn't have finished with more points. We'll never know, of course, but nobody will convince me that we wouldn't have got more points with Angel with us. So just a huge achievement, really. Of course, the workload has multiplied by God knows how much, because we're in this league, you know, and everybody's been trying to learn as we go along, but the commitment of people around and the supporters, and when you think about the work that you do and the people in the office there, and people like Ulf Nyström, who was at the first practice session when I came in December of 2019, and I think I can count on one hand the number of times that he's not been there helping, and it's that is the big thing.